Hello everybody, are you working hard? I'm hardly working, and hey, we're back. Look at that. I did a bit of grinding. I'm now level 10, which totally justified for this fight that I'm about to go do. I guess I'm not gonna go do it right away, since technically I need to go talk to the robed guy. But before that, just want to show you, I did pick up a couple of abilities. Got Stun Impact, which I currently have equipped. Not that I necessarily should be using it, because it actually kind of messes up. Actually, I'm going to take it off for right now, just because it messes up my my combos. And when I'm fighting a boss, I don't really want that impact combo. And I'll instead turn on the Treasure Magnet, just because it'll help me gather HP balls, which might be useful in the fight. Otherwise, I don't think anything's really changed that much. I don't remember if I just showed you the stats or not, but here's what we're rocking right now, in case you're the sort who cares about that thing. Just gonna ignore these guys, because I would need to kill another 154 of them, or to hit level 11, and while I was tempted to keep going past 10, I gotta put out an episode tomorrow. I really need to get better about this whole planning to record things in advance decision that I keep telling myself I'm gonna do. And then, you know, today I decided to bake a cake instead, because that's the life I live. And all the time in between then and now, I just didn't have a lot of time to record. So, there's that. Anyway, I was wrong. Robed guy doesn't come back. It was Kyrie. She blasts past us. And now we get the boss fight. So, here we go. Hey, buddy! You're not just in my dream anymore. That's creepy. Come on, let's go. My biggest concern, obviously, is that I don't currently have the ability to see their health bars just yet. I don't remember when I get that. I do know that before the remix, Magic used to be the first one to get. I'm forgetting what it's called. The ability to let me see their health, which I feel ridiculous about because I'm such a big fan of these games. I should know it, but you know, my brain is farting on me right now. So anyway, I should have that ability first, but because of the remix, I think that it got moved to second or third. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, each of the weapon types that you can choose from at the start of the game, whatever one you pick, not only affects your stat growth, but it also affects what skills you get at which level. I think you can technically get every skill. There might be a couple that are like unique to each choice, but I think for the most part you can get everything the other ones get. Hey, so that's funny. That's gonna be in the recording now. Haha. Everyone's gonna see your name. I probably could have set myself to private, but I haven't had to deal with that problem yet, so we're just gonna ignore it. Okay, yes. So we're finally in Traverse Town. Look at that. It only took a month, but we're here now. It's kind of funny that it took me a month to get here when I know, you know, even if you look at the game data, it's been like, what, 2-3 hours with the grinding? Yeah, let's go find this Leon guy.
You know, I bet you that,
Yeah, what do I know? And he was never heard from again. But, I mean, okay, maybe Chain of Memories talks about what happens to Pluto, because I haven't played that yet, and I'm going to be playing it. But I don't know what happens to Pluto after this, and it's kind of bothersome because, you know,
This isn't a dream.
he goes out on the journey and he just disappears.
Ugh, where am I?
You're in Traverse Town. It's okay. You'll know as soon as the words show up on the top of the screen.
Do you know where we are?
Whoa!
Hey!
I've retroactively heard my name being called. That's so weird. but also definitely a thing that dogs do. Here we go. I don't think that engaging with any of these people is beneficial to me. I don't think that there's anything I can grab out here yet, either. I could theoretically sell my one pretty stone, and I don't have any money, despite all... Oh, well, okay, so there is one thing that happened. Turns out, shadows drop potions every now and then, so I've got a healthy amount of potions for at least a little bit. So that's pretty neat. Let's go talk to Sid. I think the way this starts, we gotta talk to Sid, and then we go to Traverse Town 2, and then we could come back and talk to Sid again. And I think that leads us into our fight with, is this really another world? Into our fight with Leon. I'm gonna go ahead and save over. Actually, you know what? I'll save over that file just in case I need to go back and do something different. I doubt I'm going to, but it's, you know, never a bad idea to plan. Hey. Okay. I didn't set a timer. I'm just kind of doing this one. Oh man. Okay. Well, I guess that changes things a little bit. Not that I want to, you know, limit the fun that we're having here or anything, but considering that I'd probably otherwise be doing just 3 boss fights. Well, you know what? Sure. I'll try to see what I can do about, you know, I already did the one fight, and then I can go ahead and fight Leon. And then let's go ahead and let's see if we can take on the boss of this town too. Let's do that, because you've been patient, and you deserve to see me, you know, go the extra mile and finish up Traverse Town and get started on the real meat of the game. I know that it's easier to get this when I have glide and or high jump, but oh man. But I believe in me. Okay, I'm finding less belief. Hey, look at that. Perfect. Got a postcard. We earned that. How we do? Oh wow, we're actually getting pretty decent XP off of these shadows here. I think that was half of a level right there. That's actually terrifying, because it's telling me that all the time and energy I put into the island grinding was maybe pointless. Oh no, wait, no, that's right. We fought a boss. I'm an idiot. Of course we got a bunch of XP. These things aren't worth anything. I feel so dumb. Although there is a part of me that's thinking it wouldn't be a terrible idea to grind some cash, maybe buy another protect chain, just to make the Leon fight and the boss fight more tolerable. I don't know if that's a good plan. I'm probably not going to, unless I get brutally murdered and have to take a break before the next episode. But again, I don't want to plan to be stopping you guys from getting to see me do stuff, because that's not fair. Alright, I don't know if this is enough to reach up here. Oh, wait, it might maybe be. Nah, doesn't look like it. Oh, yep, there it is. Postcard number 2. Alright, and then we're just gonna ignore that and head down the stairs. Where are you at, shadows? Yeah. We're kind of getting to the point of the game where I have... Well, it's not that I have less to talk about. Again, I kind of messed up by not keeping going, because I could have built up like not a repertoire. You know what it's called when you're like, you just get into the groove of things and you can just keep riding that out? That's what I should have been working on, but instead I didn't, and we all have to suffer because of that. Come on. There we go. Okay. I know, look, I'm not trying to fill this up with grinding. I'm a little bit worried, you know. I get scared sometimes because I'm much less about skill of a player, and my skill is really just my ability to kind of kill things in a game, as opposed to actually learning how to properly defend myself or dodge. Not that I could defend myself or dodge yet, because I won't get dodge roll until I beat the boss, and I don't even remember when or how I get guard in this, so that's a whole thing. Hey, got a cottage. I never use those. And the mithril shard. That's pretty neat, I guess. I'm absolutely terrified because I think I might have mentioned this, but I'm planning to actually build the ultimate weapon, which I've never done in Kingdom Hearts the first. I've done it in Kingdom Hearts 2, but I've never done it in the first one. So I'm afraid I'm going to mess up at some point. I hope I don't. But realistically, I very well could. Alright, so what do we got? I can afford a protect chain. I mean, so realistically, saving up for an ability stat's not a bad plan. And, well, let's see what I can sell from my excessive amounts of potions. Each one is worth 12, so if I got 27, I can already justify selling like 7 of these. That's enough for a better. Okay, so now the question is, what do I want? Fire ring's good for the first world, and another. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go with the fire ring. I think that's a solid choice. Okay. And then, boom. Just as good as a protect chain. Actually better because also 20% fire resistance. Okay. And with that, we've got a bunch of extra defense to help make this fight.
Out of nowhere.
Hey!
Who are
So, if you don't know,
And they'll keep on coming
that's
at you,
David Boreanaz.
as long
Or,
as you continue to wield the
you know,
Keyblade.
the guy in Bones, which I unfortunately haven't seen.
But why? Why would it
I
choose a
prefer
kid
to
like
think of him
you?
as Angel
Hey, what's that
in
supposed
Buffy,
to mean?
because Buffy the
Never
Vampire
mind.
Slayer is actually my
Now,
favorite
let's
TV
see
show.
that Keyblade.
So, it's pretty
There's
great
no way
that
you can
I'm about
miss.
to either beat the crap out of
Alright.
Angel or have him
Then have it
kick
your
the
way.
snot out of me with his gunblade. It's, so many belts, and I love him. Okay, that was the weirdest jump, right? Okay, he looks like he's building up fire magic too. I didn't even remember him having fire, but I'll accept it. Come on. We've also got an obscene amount of potions that I'm not afraid of wasting on this fight. I know you don't have to win. I like winning, and I like that. I'm pretty sure you get like a bonus item or something for beating him.
Come on,
Man, I wish I could see how much health he has.
this should help.
I need to get a leaf bracelet. Yeah! 30 extra XP.
I can lose.
I didn't need to use that potion at all. Worth it, though.
Now you're gonna get.
Whoa. Absolutely worth grinding to level 10. That was everything I wanted it to be.
Slipping, Leon.
And apparently, I just learned this the other day. That's Kim Possible,
And
which
when
is
he's
kind of
young,
crazy.
Looks
'cause
like things are worse
I
than we
really
thought.
didn't know that
A lot
at all.
worse.
But she did a great job. I didn't know. And unfortunately, I've never played a Final Fantasy game. At least not all the way through. I've started 10. I have it actually on my PS4. And I'm thinking if you guys do like watching me play RPGs, which take a while, I might do that so that I can record some genuine reactions. Of course, you're also going to have to put up with more grinding from me, which I guess will depend on what everybody thinks about that. I'm so glad they added this scene. I know some people feel like it's probably unnecessary, but I I personally like seeing the villains in a story. Not that it has anything to do with Kingdom Hearts, but just because I'm talking about it. Star Wars, I feel like one of the better things that they did is, in the original trilogy anyway, they showed you what the dark side was up to. Not so much in New Hope, but enough that you could see that there was an empire and that Vader wasn't the most respected, which is weird because come Empire,
Gosh,
you know,
nobody here.
he's
Sure
suddenly
is
super
spooky.
feared and powerful and using the Force and everything, and that was a weird change. But aside from that,
Excuse me. Did the king send you?
he did actually. Aside from that, it was really cool to see the Emperor show up and, you know, their plans and what's going on. And yes, there was a lot more
Come on,
focus
lazy
in
bum. Wake
Return of
up.
the Jedi when Luke is hanging out with them, but
You okay?
it's still like a lot of what they're up to as opposed to
Guess.
the
Those creatures
prequels,
that attacked
which
you
are
after the
just
Keyblade.
basically
But
focused
at your
on
heart, they really
the
were.
Jedi. And
Because
when
you
you
wield the
see the dark
Keyblade.
side, it's only because Anakin or Obi-Wan
I'm
is
so
spying
glad
on
that you're
them or
okay,
being
Kyrie.
corrupted by them. You know?
Kyrie? Who
You
are
don't really see
talking
it at
about?
all.
I'm the great ninja Yuffie.
Okay, now I can kind of hear the Kim Possible there. That's,
I think you might have overdone it, Squall.
I feel bad. Your name
That's
is like
Leon.
something
The
something something. It's a
Keyblade.
3-part name. I should know it
Yeah, we had
because
to get it
when
away
you were on
from
Even
to shake
Stevens,
off
I had the
those
biggest
creatures.
crush on you as a kid.
It turns out that's how they were tracking
And I feel so bad
was
that
the
I
only
can't
way to
remember your
conceal your
name.
heart
I'm
from them.
sorry.
But it won't
I'm
work
so
for me.
sorry.
Still, hard to
Uh,
believe that you, of all people, are the chosen one.
I don't know who.
Oh,
Aerith. I think it's Aerith.
Well, I suppose beggars can't be choosers.
why don't you start making sense? What's going on here?
Perfect lip movement.
Okay. You know there are many other worlds out there besides your castle in this
Yes.
town,
Yes,
right?
of course there are.
But
Obviously.
They're supposed to be a secret.
They are? Oh, crap.
They've been
You heard
secret
nothing.
because they've never been connected. Until now. When the Heartless came, everything changed.
Oh. Well, it seems to me like the Heartless aren't such a
The
bad
ones who
group of
attacked
people
you,
then.
You remember?
Those without hearts.
Oh, well,
The darkness in people's hearts.
Actually sounds a little
That's what attracts
judgmental.
them.
And there is darkness within every heart.
I don't know what you're talking about. I
Hey,
am nothing
you
but
heard of someone
fluff and
named
cotton
Ansem?
candy.
Am
Sam? I
He
kind
was
of got a little
studying the
ahead of him there.
Heartless. He recorded all of his findings in a very detailed report.
Gosh.
I don't think I've
can
ever
we see
collected
it?
all of the report in
Its
this game
pages are
either.
scattered
I'll bet that that's a
everywhere.
trophy, so I guess I'll have to do that.
Too many worlds.
You're too many
then
worlds.
Maybe the king went to find them.
Yes, those were my thoughts exactly.
Yay.
We've got to find him quick.
Uh-oh. I don't think I've ever noticed that
That's
he
right.
grabs the
The
camera.
Keyblade.
That's awesome.
So, this is the key.
Exactly.
Also,
The Heartless have great
it's
fear
pretty great that
of
they're
the Keyblade.
right next to each other.
That's why they'll keep coming after you, no matter what.
Well, I didn't ask for this.
Nobody asked for
The
it, kid.
Keyblade chooses its master, and it chose you.
So,
I need
tough luck.
to take a better
How did all
look
this
at the
happen?
Keyblade in Kingdom
remember
Hearts
being
2
in my
because
room.
I knew that it was a keychain. I don't remember it looking so
minute.
much like a
What happened to
keychain.
my
Like I always
home?
felt like it
My
was just
island. Riku.
metal attached to a
Kyrie.
ring. But you can
know what?
clearly see the clippable part
really
of that
don't know.
keychain there. And that doesn't look right to me. But I can kind of make it out here, so I guess there's that. I hear that it opened all sorts of locks. Oh, you mean like this chest that I couldn't have opened without talking to you? Hey, an elixir. That's actually pretty neat. Probably don't want to put that on the very top. But I will take out a potion. Because I don't think I have... Yeah, I don't even have 30 health, so... Actually... Haha, I can hear people screaming right now. You're right. Save elixirs for the end game. That's a really good point, because you only get so many of them. You can buy potions all you want, but you can't just buy elixirs. Alright, so we finished the fight with Leon. And that one, acceptably. What are we looking at for 24? I might try to hit 11 before the boss fight, just because there's enough things to fight on the way over there. Yeah. Okay, it is Aerith. That's what I thought. She should be by now with the other visitors. Leon!
Yuffie, go!
Smack! Some things are just
Let's go.
excellent. I really wish that there was a hole in the window from now on where he bashed that Heartless out. See, now you tell me not to bother with him, but that's just not my style, Leon. I'm absolutely gonna bother with a small fry, especially when they're worth 3 XP each. Oh man, each one of these guys. Oh well, no wonder they're worth 3 shadows. They take forever to die. Oh, this boss fight's gonna suck. Beating Leon meant nothing. I'm gonna lose so hard. Okay, come on. Down goes Shadow. I mean, okay, it wasn't a shadow. It was a soldier. I know what they are, guys. Come on. Look at that. Just 4 more. And we're level 11. That's crazy. I don't know what I get for 11. I'm really hoping that I get Scan, I think is the ability I'm looking for. I doubt it. And if you're wondering why I'm conflicted, because it's not just, oh, I can't remember. It's actually... for some reason, all my mind is telling me is Peekaboo, which I know is Paper Mario. And I was trying to avoid saying Peekaboo, when I'm now mostly positive the skill I want is Scan. But, you know, sometimes we have to accept that we're going to sound like an idiot in order to get our ideas across. Max AP increase. Oh, good. So you want me to turn back on that... really dumb skill that I don't want to... I mean, okay, it's not dumb. If I know I'm going into an area with, like, a lot of enemies that are going to surround me, it's not a bad skill to have. It's just... it's not great when I need to fight a boss, because especially a boss that's up in the air like he is. I could go say hi to the Dalmatians, but I really want to just... 237 more. Wow. Okay. They're finally really putting the pressure on with this whole XP thing. I'm not allowed to just keep grinding all I want. I mean, I want to. I want to kill each of these guys because it's going to help me get to level 12 faster, but I kind of promised you guys this episode would be 3 bosses. And the only way to guarantee that is to go ahead and challenge this next boss. Now, whether I beat him or not, we're going to find out. But I'm definitely going to only fight him once, whether I win or lose. And if I lose, I'll just pick up from the last save point before the next episode starts and grind a bit. And then jump back in. But I have a feeling with 3 health potions and two defense increasing items on me, I should be okay. Probably. We'll have to find out, though, won't we? Alright, gentlemen. Let's begin. Come on. Oh, cool, I got the spirit shard. I didn't know that I was gonna get that or not. So here's the thing. I don't love in the remix that they decided to recolor some of the enemies. I know I could have mentioned that with the soldier, since they added the grays and everything instead of making it just dark. But I don't dislike the new soldier. I prefer the old one, but the new one's not terrible. This is kind of terrible, because this used to be a terrifying suit of armor, and now it's really childish, and it looks more like Disney made it to me. And I don't know. I like exploring Disney worlds and sometimes fighting actual Disney bosses, but like most of the Heartless looked like they were designed for this game, you know? That was a thing that I really appreciated, and now I feel like that whole thing is just lost. Come on, I don't want to have to use a healing item when I'm probably really close to... There we go. Drop some health orbs. Oh, Treasure Magnet is so good right now. Thank you. Now, normally I'd start with the feet, to be totally honest with you. But I just kind of felt like taking out the hands first. Although, even more real talk is that I like to attack the body. Because I like just watching the limbs float around, not really sure what to be doing. Not that it really particularly matters, because I'm pretty sure that the two of them mostly focus on the feet. And so I'm just going to target the body, because without the hands spinning around trying to kill me, this is going to be a much easier fight. And I like not leaving the body for last, because it turns into a cannon, instead of just spinning like a top sometimes. And that cannon fire sucks. Unless I'm thinking about reverse armor, or whatever it's called, which is entirely possible. Also, I don't remember being able to see the upside down heart there so well previously. This feels like the first time that's ever happened to me, and it's a little weird. Also, I'm really big on the alsos right now. This fight going a lot easier than I thought it was going to. Not gonna lie about that. I appreciate it. Even though I probably just sent up a huge death flag for myself. Hey, thanks, Donald. I am so excited to learn magic and get dodge roll after this to, you know, be able to actually play the game. The way that I chose to want to play it. Not that I'm going to be using fire magic much. I mostly picked magic because air and cure are my favorites in this game. And I just want to be able to use them as often as I'd like. Alright, so I could bring back Donald, but I can also just wait for him to respawn. You know. Oh no! Okay, the shoes still got beat before the chest. That's not great. Come on. Come on, you big stupid piece of metal. See, spinning top of death. Never fun dealing with that. I wonder if the armor just naturally... There we go, never mind. It must have been taking damage. That worked out perfectly fine then. Alright, so now we're gonna sit through a handful of cutscenes, and as soon as those are done, we'll call it an episode. About a half an hour episode. You're welcome, everybody. Hey, brave warrior. Perfect. That's what we want to see. Oh, why do I get
You were
the
looking for me?
very scary feeling that
They
I'm
too
gonna
have
end
been
this
seeking the wielder
in
of the
space?
Hey, why don't you come with us? We can go.
I know
run the
that
roads on our
another thing I
vessel.
had, you know, there's always the
I wonder
option
if I could
before
find
you
Rico
fight
and
Leon
Kyrie.
to run around Traverse Town, and you can potentially
Are you sure?
what am I trying to say? You can not run into Donald and Goofy, but you can see them going from place to place. But I always skip
Sora,
that because why
Go with
bother?
them. Especially if you want to find your friends.
I do want to find my friends.
Yeah,
I guess.
But you can't come along looking like that. Understand?
I mean, if you
No
insist.
frowning, no sad face, okay?
Says the guy who's gonna
Yeah,
use me.
You gotta look funny, like us. Yup. Whoa.
Yes, but ones on happy faces.
That statement is more
Happy?
literal than anyone could expect. He's trying so hard.
That's one funny face.
Okay, why not? I'll go with you guys.
No, you guys laughed at me instead of with me. You're
Name's
perfect
Goofy.
friends.
I'm Sora.
All for one for all.
Yeah, that thing. Don't worry about it. Okay, so here's one other thing. I feel like ever since they went to HD, they really detailed the way these guys look in their shadows. Before, it was much darker, and you could barely make it out by body. You just had to know their language, like their voice actors. But now you can really make out who's who, and that kind of ruins part of the fun, I think. I love him.
Enough.
I mean, he's not my favorite at the table. Hades is like easily my favorite at the table, but
Will it be he who conquers the darkness?
these games absolutely made me fall in love with Maleficent too. That's
Either way,
for
he could
sure.
be
Because
quite
honestly, I don't remember much of anything from Sleeping Beauty except she sees Philip in a dream and he her, and that's how they fell in love, and that's kind of all I remember from the beginning. And then I remember Philip fighting Maleficent as a dragon, and that's pretty much it. That's all I know. Her climbing this, Aurora climbing the stairs and pricking her finger. That also I can recall. That's it. Oh. Oh, yay, money! Thanks, Leon. I appreciate it. It's outside that gate. Okay, nope, we're not, we're fine. The what? Wait till you see it. Hold on. Sora, this is for you. Fire! Fire! Give him that other thing. Whoa, I have abilities now? That's crazy. The joke is that I've already had abilities. Although, to be fair, I don't think the game expects you to have hit level... I think it was 8 or 9 when I picked it up. 11 but 100 away, 11 but 247 away. Level 14. Just, you know, letting you know that with all the grinding, it was actually worth it because the goof is level 14. And I've got just as much defense as him. That's actually pretty sweet. Okay, I probably want HP and strength at the loss of 1 defense. Yeah, I'll take that. And instead, I'll give you the protect chain because, I'm sorry, Donald, I like Goofy more. It's not meant to be personal. I just... Oh, nope, stock it. Sorry, my bad. Ugh, you guys used up so much of what is basically my items. You monsters. How dare you. Fully restores a character's HP and MP. Yep, gotta save those for the end game. Definitely want to equip dodge roll. I might as well equip berserk. And then, oh yeah, you can equip both of these. Why not? Cool. All right. Last thing before we go, let's check out the item store and just see if we can afford anything for these guys. Because if we can't, I will definitely go and grind some more. Because I like to outfit my boys. So you would take the Morning Star if you were to take anything, but I feel like a better pick. I'm pretty sure that these offer actually the same amount of attack and defense. I think it's just a visual. Do you want the tiny shield or do you want the bigger one? Usually I go with Smasher because it's adorable. But I think I'll go with the Stout Shield because I don't think that they actually provide you with weapons for these guys. Nope, it's literally the same strength amount. What is even the point of having this thing then? Alright, that's a huge disappointment. I'm gonna keep with the Night Shield, I guess. I made a mistake. Yeah, I want to sell. I want to make up for this. Oh god, and it's worth nothing. be 200. I could afford it, but then I'd have no potions left, and I don't want to get rid of all my potions. No, I think what I'll end up doing is another grinding sesh, just for some cash. But that's it for right now, for all of us. Oh, look, they're gonna tell me about trinities. My bad, guys. Guess we're gonna learn that real quick before I can jump in and save. Okay, we're done with that. All right, and just like that, we're all done with the shack. We're all done with Traverse Town. We're ready to go on to the first world, and we'll take care of that next time. See you then, everybody.